Hi everyone! In this video we are going to talk about the top 10 strongest Skibidi toilets. This time I will only rate their strength. Watch the video till the end, it will be interesting. Let's go! 10th place goes to the vacuum toilet. The only time we meet him is in episode 46. It's huge and can suck in a lot of agents. Back then, the Skibidi hadn't yet learned how to invent an effective defense against the TV men, much less the Titan Cinema Man. That's why the vacuum toilet is blind and deaf. To navigate, he has a small chamber at the bottom. It slides out briefly to determine direction, and then the monster drives forcefully towards the enemy. Despite all his power, he is very vulnerable. Firstly, the camera can be broken, and then this Skibidi would stop navigating. Secondly, he would not be able to resist any of the Titans, and he can be easily stopped with a hypnogun. Also, the agents inside him are not destroyed. When Titan Cinema Man destroyed the vacuum monster, the agents just came out of his mouth in one piece. 9th place goes to the Firebreathing Scavidi Toilet. We see him in episode 50 when the Skibidi attacked the Cameramen's base. He's huge and metal. He also doesn't have a cistern or a flush lever. Instead, he has some sort of hardware in the back, like this Skibidi octopus. The fire-breathing toilet already has eye protection. Meanwhile, he can see perfectly well where the cameramen are and burns them with flames from his mouth. He has an armored plate on the front, and he looks very protected overall. The Titan cameraman flipped him over when he landed next to him, but fire-breathing toilet survived and tried to get revenge. We see how quickly he turns around on the spot. It's all thanks to wheels and his two robotic legs, like R2-D2 from Star Wars. Despite all this, Titan destroys him with flames from his core. In 8th place is the Fullmetal Jet Toilet. He is one of Skibidi scientists' first inventions, and he is really strong. He has 6 turbines at the back, which makes him able to take off and attack the enemy from the air. The jet toilet is crazy and most likely blind. He has white eyes. It doesn't seem to care about who he will destroy. It demolishes both cameramen and Skibidi toilets in his path. That huge cistern right there looks like a barrel of fuel. You can't see his turbines in this footage, but I think they're just stacked, since he's standing still. The main contribution to Skibidi Toilet's victory was made by this jet-powered Skibidi in episode 20. He helped G-Toilet fight the Titan cameraman. However, Jet Toilet himself was shattered when he crashed into Titan's shield. But since the shield was broken, G-Toilet was able to attack the core and Titan flew away. 7th place goes to the heavy armored Skibidi from episode 51. This toilet could have actually been much better if his laser cannons were firing. The entire episode, he just stood there and did no damage. That said, his armor withstood Titan's cannon shot and even a hammer blow very well. Yes, it shattered, but the Skibidi toilet didn't move himself. Also, maybe this Skibidi can be flushed because his cistern looks like all normal toilets. I'm only giving him rank 7 in the hope that his laser cannons work and he just didn't use them. If this mutant can't attack the enemy, he definitely doesn't belong in this top. But his armor is really powerful, and technology that extends the armor when the shot is fired really surprised me. The 6th place is taken by the Glitchy Toilet. He is a very powerful invention that moves very fast. In episode 29, we see him for the first time. He moves really quickly and destroys an entire squad of agents all by himself. The Glitchy Toilet's main drawback is that he moves very erratically. But in episode 54, we see him start to fly in a more coordinated fashion. In one flight, he blows off 3 cameramen's cameras in a row, although before, he didn't even always hit one. This is where he crashes into the body of the speakerman. Problem is, the Glitchy Toilet isn't ready to resist the TV woman's hypnosis. Even so, it took Cyborg the scientist's paralyzing gun to stop him. Also, we've never once seen him in action around other Skibidi because that's dangerous. He could destroy agents as well as toilets. I think Skibidi didn't like that back in episode 14 with the jet toilet. By the way, if you watch the full video of Season 9, you can see that the Glitchy Toilet is sitting in a Skibidi Mafia meeting. 5th place is taken by the Radioactive Skibidi skeleton. He has very powerful offense potential, but almost no defense. At the same time, he can teleport like TV men. He has a barrel of acid attached to him, and a tube instead of a neck. The tube carries the acid from the skull's mouth. Whether it's acid or radioactive waste, it doesn't matter. This toxic substance melted the tank and its vapors destroyed the Titan cameraman's cannon. Hypnoguns can't take it because it's completely robotic. His head and jaw move with an exoskeleton. The Titan easily destroys this Skibidi monster with a single shot. If we equip this Skibidi with heavily armored toilet's armor, I think he would be rank 1 or 2 in this top. And in fourth place, we have the Skibidi Warplane. This is a very survivable toilet. He also only appears once in 51 episodes. He's very good at maneuvering and dodging Titan Cameraman's cannon shots. Notice that his eyes are red, indicating that he is a mutant and very strong. We saw the red eyes on the Skibidi priest when he ate the cameraman. It's also got the same markings on his wings as the Titan Cameraman's fin. So it's made of the same materials. I think it's connected to some airplane factory or something. What struck me most was that this mutant survived 2 Titan cannon shots and then a stream of flame from the core. He got fried, but he kept on living. And it's really stupid that he has a regular cistern and a flush lever. If he didn't have a cistern, Titan would have a much harder time dealing with him. He has metal spikes on the front, which means he's like a jet toilet and can crash into opponents at high speeds. And he's only armed with 4 rocket launchers. They're useless once they've used up all their ammo. I would arm him with laser cannons. It would be much more powerful. Third place goes to the GMan Toilet, aka the G Toilet or Jimmy. He's huge, even bigger than the Titan Cameraman. We first see him in episode 7, and since episode 12, G Toilet has had laser eyes. I think the laser eyes are an invention of Skibidi scientist. At the beginning of the series, GMan Toilet was the leader, but now something is probably changing. If you want to learn more about it, check out one of my videos. Also, he can't be flushed. In episode 57, he survived being hit in the head with Titan's hammer. The hammer broke, and the G Toilet stayed alive. He takes no damage from the cannons on Titan's shoulders. That said, G Toilet is too emotional, and it prevented him from attacking Titan in episode 57. He got angry and got distracted by the cameramen, which allowed the camera women to paralyze him with darts. Incidentally, after the battle with Titan Cinema Man in episode 47, G Toilet's laser eyes were destroyed. Meanwhile, the other Skibidi toilets get various powerful upgrades, while this old giant gets almost nothing. It's definitely something to think about. Second place goes to the Skibidi UFO. This is the only toilet that has failed to be seriously injured even once. He appeared in episode 53 and destroyed the big speaker man. The Skibidi UFO flies so fast that no one can hit him. It's like an improved version of the Glitchy Toilet. Note that helmet. I thought it was needed to protect Skibidi's head when flying fast, but the Glitchy Toilet has no such helmet, so I assume it's a hypnosis protection as well as a control helmet. I think he could be controlled remotely from the Skibidi base. In case it gets damaged, the technology shouldn't be available to the cameramen. It could probably fly away under the control of a Skibidi scientist. That said, we've never seen him smash into opponents, but I think he can do it as well as a Glitchy Toilet. He's appeared twice in front of Titan Cameraman who never once was able to destroy him. I think he deserves his number 2 spot. Now guess who is in first place and is the strongest Skibidi toilet? I think you guessed it. It's Skibidi the scientist. Everything we listed above was invented by him. He created parasites that were able to control many agents and even the Titan speakerman. The infected Titan was the strongest weapon in Skibidi's hands for a very long time and caused a lot of damage to the Alliance. It's a good thing he's cured now. I suspect that Skibidi scientist wants to take the leadership position and destroy GMan Toilet. First of all, GMan Toilet doesn't have the strong improvements that the other Skibidi have. Second, the infected Titan that the scientist controlled didn't help G-Man in the battle with the cameraman Titan. I think the scientist was just waiting for Jimmy to be destroyed. I hope we will see the reveal of Skibidi scientist's identity and his competition with G-Man in future episodes. And to not miss the analysis of new episodes and my theories, be sure to subscribe to my channel. And that was me, ISOTOILET. See ya!